Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It is Tuesday, November 26th. 2 days until Thanksgiving. Can you believe it? All right. Well, today happens to be National Cake Day. National Cake. Little me cake. That's it's something I just made up. Let me cake. People have said to me, Greg, should we give them cookies? Should we give them Phil cabbage? Should we give them spaghetti and meatballs? I said, let me cake. So that's my secret. If anybody tells you that Marie Antoinette said before country, don't believe it. Anyway, speaking of goodies, uh, when I was a kid, Thanksgiving was always pumpkin pie, you know, turkey, pumpkin pie, stuffing. I mean, if you didn't have pumpkin pie at the Thanksgiving uh, table, you don't like that. Oh, what the hell's wrong with you? Things are changing, though. We have like a different mindset. It's 2024, and things are changing. And I was wonder if people still have pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. So I looked up the top ranking pies for Thanksgiving. I just did this morning, so this is fresh off the line, so to speak. Here are your four top pies for Thanksgiving. Ready? Number one is pumpkin. Thank God things haven't changed. 35%. The experts say that's a little bit lower than expected. See, they're not telling you things are changing. People are getting away from it. Some people don't have turkey for Thanksgiving. They have the lasagna, so they whatever. Teach their own. I like tradition. Being as old as I am, 118 years old, pumpkin pie, 35%, followed by pecan pie, 27%. That's a little high, I think. But you know what I think it is? I think our country is becoming more southern. We're southern influence. There's more people moving down south. I think the South, the deep South, is becoming more pronounced in our country. I think maybe that's why peacock pollen so popular. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Hey, to each his own. And then you have apple pies right behind. You got 24%. Everybody loves a good old apple pie, right? That's America. And then coming up, bringing up the rear, so to speak, is chocolate pie, 14%. No blueberry on the list. I'm a little surprised at that. But when I was a kid, we always had variety. We had our pumpkin, and then you'd have your blueberry, maybe a little apple pie, maybe a cherry pie. You have your choice because not everybody likes pumpkin. But I'm a little surprised that blueberry wasn't. But there you go. Hey, speaking of age, I just read this morning that the oldest man in the world died. He died yesterday. A man from England. He was 112 years old. Finally kicked the bucket, huh? God rest his soul, very gentleman. And 112, and they had done an interview before that. And they said, well, what's your secret? What's your secret for living so? And he said, it's just luck. Basically, that's it. I haven't died yet. That's my secret. No, he said, some people die young, some people die old. There's no secret. He said, I will say one thing. Moderation is key. If you do anything too much, it's not good for you. You shouldn't drink too much. You shouldn't smoke too much. You shouldn't gamble too much. You shouldn't watch TV too much. Just don't do everything in moderation, And I think that's wise. That's very wise. Anyway, so I don't know who the oldest man in the world is. I don't know who takes over that mantle, so to speak. We'll find that out. I do know that the oldest person in the world lives in Japan, and it's a female, 116. Can you believe that? But this guy who was 112, think about it. He was born in 1912, the same year that the Titanic sunk. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Uh, that's living through a lot. Think about it. He lived through two world wars. He lived through putting a man on the moon, all his computers, right? Cell phones. Think about all the life events that he saw, you know? And they said he was still pretty with it. Still pretty with it. I think I may be assuming things. Shouldn't really take this for granted. What am I got to say? Well, why not? It's my podcast. I think I am yours. Right there. I think so. I think so. Anyway, it is true. They told me I was going to die when I was a kid because of my bone disorder. Because most people with my type or osteogenesis imperfecta, lifespan is in 25 years. Here I am, 102. And what's funny is I'm outliving some of my own doctors. What the hell? You're supposed to hang around and take care of me. I'm taking care of you. Well, I got a new doctor, I'll tell you. My doctor, a private doctor, he's sort of part-time. He's in back. He's going to retire. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Sooner or later, it looks like I'll have to go to a doctor. So I had to go to the doctor instead because I needed clearance, I think I told you to get cataracts out soon. And I needed clearance. So I went. So instead of my regular doctor coming in where I'm used to, this guy comes in. I don't even know who he is. But he looks like The Rock. Do you know who The Rock is? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Oh, get this guy's a big awesome male wrestling covering. Yes, looks just like him. Bald head and he's top tan and he's got the same smile. Maybe a little mature. But he's The Rock. And so I said, should I call you Dr. Rock? His name is Darius. And the only Darius, he was no Scottish. The only Darius is Darius Slade, Eagles Blue. Big place then. Big place then. So maybe I'll have to start calling got the big play. I don't know. Anyway. By the way, happy heavenly birthday, to the one and only Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? She was born in 1939. And happy heavenly birthday. Tina Turner, she was I remember her from the great album, she was with Ike Turner, Ike and Tina Turner review back in the 60s. They did Proud Mary. Now Ike turned out to be Don't No Sky. And Tina had a revival back in the 80s where she did the Private Dancer album and the song What's Love Got to Do with It, won a Grammy, and she made a big comeback. And she would never Tina Turner, the other day I remember what a performer, right? And she had her legs. Think about this. She had her legs insured by this company, Lloyd's of London, I mean, in England, for $1 million. God forbid something happened to her legs, they pay everybody, But I remember she had great legs. Right? She could dance. She loved to dance, but happy heavenly birthday, what a movie, Tina Turner. Well, before I go, I gotta say, I got my Phillies to run because I was, I can't wait to get my tickets for next summer. And Phillies hopefully want a really good team that we could root on. Maybe they would choke this year in the playoffs. Speaking of choking, it looks like one of the players on the trade block is around Alec Bohm. Now I know that's going to make a lot of people very unhappy. But, to me, Alec Bohm's still a good player. He's only 28, he's a young guy, he's a good one. Why did he start to go downhill so fast? Why did the Phillies start to sell him? Right? I don't know, but they're ready to trade his. Apparently, Kansas City Royals are interested, and the Chicago White Sox are interested. And right now, they were cooking up a deal, sent out, go out to Chicago and bring in that Garrett Crochet, that young, left-handed 25-year-old pitcher. I think the thing that screwed up Alec Bohm was, don't forget, he was in the All-Star game last year, and he was also in the home run derby. And some players will tell you that they're in the home run derby. The second half of the season, they're not right because they're trying to hit home runs and trying to all this analytics crap, So I don't know. Maybe I missed him. Who knows? But he wasn't the same player because Alec Bohm kind of started melting down in the playoffs, He reverted back to his ugly, ugly self in the field, and he wasn't too good hit either. Maybe the fact he had a girlfriend, too. I think his girlfriend was ESPN. Cedar. Oh. Maybe that had something to do with it, Ugh, I don't know. But hey, I hate to see him go, I like Alec Bohm. Nice kid. But I Phillies have to do something. They can't run back to CT, Gotta do something. Gotta shake it up a little bit there, But anyway, hey, I'm fully in on the Eagles. Playing the Baltimore Ravens this Sunday should be a good game. Baltimore won last night. They beat the Chargers. So we'll see what happens. We'll talk more about the Baltimore game later in the week. I'll give you my prediction. We'll break the game down. It's good. You know what it is? It's sort of a mini clash of MVP candidates. I mean, you've got Lamar Jackson, Baltimore's quarterback, who is still one of the leading candidates for most valuable player. He's already won most valuable player twice already. You've got Derrick Henry, their one running back. He's like a little bulldozer there. And then you have our side, Jalen Hurts, who's playing really, really well. And you've got, of course, Saquon Barkley, who I think should win it. But that's just being unbiased. But so you have a lot of stars in this game, It should be a fun game to watch. All right, well, I'm hightailing it out of here. Why? Because I'm done talking. And the thing of it is that I have another episode to take. I found the classic movie of the week that we're going to talk about. And this is a classic. Oh, and I did a little research and I found out a lot of things that I didn't know before about this movie. Just a little hint for you to ponder. It goes with the season. It goes with the season. So you could check them out a little bit there. I'm going to post this episode, and then after this post, look for the movie classic to come up too, okay? So everybody have a good day out there. Peace and love. Stay safe in case you do need to travel for Thanksgiving. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about Thanksgiving and everything. And talk to you later. Bye. Thanks very much.